The development of VR is something that I've been paying a lot of attention in the last couple of years. One of the things that I find interesting is the potential it has for redefining what low-end means due to how extremely computationally intensive it is. Take this GPU for example. This is a GTX 750, a mid-end graphics card from 2014. I bought this one for about 70 euros, and after asking you guys, it seems it can be found from 60 to 90 euros or dollars in most places, or around 100 if you're unlucky. Compared to the GPUs I have featured on this channel in the past, this card is an overpowered beast that crushes games on the lowest settings. However, throw the thing on a VR benchmark and you realize that supposedly this is pretty insufficient for virtual reality. So the question becomes, can you play in VR with a budget GPU like this one? Lowest settings? Maybe tweak games? Answering this question is hard because of another problem, the cost of a VR headset. At the time of writing the script, the full HTC Vive kit is about $800, and from what I could gather, you cannot buy the headset alone, at least new. You can buy an Oculus headset, but it is about $500, which is like twice my entire PC budget, which prompted me to search for some creative solutions, and I was surprised of what I found. I will be using a service called Be Rich by RiftCat, which basically allows you to connect your cell phone to your PC in a way that tricks the computer into believing you have an HTC Vive headset. So you can then play any seated VR experience by putting your phone into some headset, like this literal piece of cardboard I got on Amazon. So now, not only my computers are now my VR headset is also crap. Awesome! And after contacting RiftCat, they have agreed to sponsor this video, so double awesome. They have a free trial version of their software, so you can try it, link in the description. Setting it up was fairly easy. You can run a program in your PC and a companion app on your phone, and you can stream the view of the game over Wi-Fi if you're brave, or better yet, a USB cable. After setting it up, you can launch Steam VR from the program and then start a game. There are plenty of guides on their websites if you want to give it a try. So now, we test. My first experiment was Subnautica. I already dedicated a video to this early access submarine survival game. As I commented on the video, there's a secret menu accessible with F3, and in there, you can use the numbers in the keyboard to disable a lot of the effects. Furthermore, if you disable mouse pointing using your view in VR, and press escape, you can reduce the draw distance of most objects, as I explained in that video. Welcome to the very dangerous sea. Yeah, that's a little bit too close. I can pick things by just staring at them. That is interesting. Uncharted. I can't remember. What does this thing hurt me? Can I grab them? Huh. What are... Wait, those are bad, right? Yep. Yep, that doesn't look good. The great low resolution expands with low draw distance and things popping up right in front of me, and this time in full virtual reality. Now you can live the low draw distance. Not just see it, just you live it, like you're there. Another game I wanted to try is Project Cars, a game I have not shown in this channel before, but that also includes a VR option and seems to be fairly well optimized on the lowest settings. You can also add some launch options to the game to try and squeeze even a bit more of it, like DX11MT for multi-threaded mode, skip crowds to disable models of bystanders, and P-threads to match the number of cores in your CPU. Oh wow, now this is something else. Whoa, was this sure day in Mario Kart? I don't know if I'm in awe or I'm scared! Another game I was curious about is Minecraft. Java-based Minecraft does not support VR out of the box, but thanks to a mod called Vivecraft, you can add some rather robust VR options to the game, and the mod installs Optifine, which adds all sorts of graphical options which I'm going to take advantage of to disable weather, animation, and sky effects for the best VR performance. The link to the Vivecraft mod is in the description if you're interested. Now, if I do this and I stare, like my FPS is right here. It's 57 FPS. That is neat. This is the best one I have tried so far. Wow! I was joking about draw distance before, but check this out. This literally is the world appearing right in front of me, huh? Is the world not going to load? I'm staring down into the abyss of the unloaded world. This is really scary. Oh, there it goes. Okay, the other examples were cool, but this one's by far the coolest. I seriously never want to try Minecraft any other way again. This is really something else. So, in conclusion, how did it go? Is this Vive an Oculus killer? No, I mean, come on. VR headsets are nothing short of a technological marvel, and thinking that a phone will be just as good might be a bit naive. But if you want to get your feet wet in VR and get your first experience without breaking bank, this might actually be a really good, interesting first option. Performance-wise, the results were interesting. There's an option on Be-Rich to limit a stream to 30 FPS, but definitely the closer you can get to 60, the easier it becomes to handle the movement. Minecraft, which is by far the most tweakable of these games I tried, and therefore the closest I got to 60 FPS, was quite the experience. My current VR library is rather insufficient, but I wonder if I keep digging, would I get a couple of other VR games to be low enough to work really well in this setup? Well, you tell me. Let me know if more budget VR experiments are something you would like to see in the future in the comments or in the discussion thread of the LowSpecGamer subreddit. Thank you to the patrons and this video sponsor for making my crazy experimentation possible. See you on the next video.